So a promoter is anyone who runs events or leads groups or brings in guest speakers, okay? And what they're looking for, like I told you, they're looking for good speakers, not just someone who can come up on the front of the room and speak, because a lot of people call themselves a speaker, but they don't really know much about speaking, okay? So the thing is you want to pick up the phone. Number one mistake that most people do is they're using email as a way to try to convert themselves into opportunity. Does not work. How many of you get at least more than 25 emails a day? Okay, keep your hands up if you're getting 50 emails or more a day, 100 emails or more a day, okay? So when someone lobs an email about, hey, I want to be on your stage, is it going to be really that important to you? Okay, so it's not an effective way for your first initial communication. Pick up the phone. The phone, one thing about the internet and email is it's made the phone more effective. Because before the internet, that was the only way. You were dialing for dollars. So now, when you pick up the phone, it's like, whoa, here's a real life person on the other end. Okay? Odds are you will get a voicemail. That happens, you would say, you're basically going to say, hey, this is Mark Grainger. I met you at a networking event. I know that you're bringing in speakers. And I was wondering if you are looking for other speakers. I've got some great speakers that I know are looking for it. Or you might even want to go with this one. Hey, I know that you're doing speaking and you run your own events. I also am a speaker. I have my own events. I'd like to talk with you about maybe seeing how we could exchange opportunities for speaking. I just sent you an email. Go ahead and take a look at that. I gave you a little bit of information about what we're up to. Please give me a call back when you'd like to talk a little bit about exchanging speaking leads. Talk to you soon. And then I send them the email. Okay? See, so now what's happened is they got that. Now the email gives them deeper information than the phone call. I've drawn their attention to the email. I'm not just lobbing my speaker one sheet, which is very promotional, saying hire me or whatever. Okay, so it's a nice little dance. And if you just, sometimes you might have to do that a couple times because people are busy, but you catch them and they're like, oh, I've been meaning to get back to you. Great. So, hey, are you interested in getting more speaking gigs? Of course I am. Me too. Are you? You start to talk. Shannon is a pro at this because she's so good at building rapport and she's so enthusiastic that she just makes best friends within like 30 seconds. And it's really great to just listen to her be able to build these kind of relationships and build these bridges. I can do it too. I'm good at it, but she's great at it.
You're really good at it too, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you want to pick up the phone. That's the most important thing. When they answer and you build a little bit of rapport, you could say, are you looking for speakers? Okay. Now, sometimes what they might say is like, well, I am. I have, as you know, I have a monthly event, but I'm booked out all the way through October. So my next speaking gig isn't until November. And you're like, shit, it's April. I'd like to get on their stage sooner.
And what do most of you guys do when they say, well, I'm booked till blah, blah, blah? Yep. If you have a cancellation, let me know.
Or can I go ahead and get on that date? Okay.
Yeah.
But it's much better if you would say, well, tell me this. Would you like to offset the cost of your event? Would you be interested if there's a way for you to offset your event costs?
So we're speaking to their listening. We're speaking to what's important to them. Okay? It's not all about you, it's about them. So every promoter has event costs. And they're stressed out about that because they haven't yet, like whatever they're offering from the stage, they haven't yet collected on those funds and they have to come up with the event costs up front, right? Like for those of you that do your own events, isn't that a stress? Like, shit, how am I going to come up with this money? It's like you have to float it.
Right.
So when you ask the promoter, hey, would you like to offset your event costs? And here's the thing. This is really just like we did flirting with objections last night, right, with the enrollment process. This is enrollment. This is flirting with objections. So expect it. Right. Don't be like bummed out when the promoter says, well, I'm booked till whatever. That's like the client saying, I can't afford it. So you say, okay, great. Can I ask you a question about that? Say it with me.
Okay, great.
Can I ask you a question about that? Would you like to offset your event costs? Let's say that. Would you like to offset your event costs?
And of course, they're going to say, well, yeah, sure. Okay. Now, we have done everything from picking up bottled water and hummus and vegetable tray, okay, to actually sponsoring an event. I think we spent $100 to sponsor one time. There's a variety of things that you can do. You can bring in wine, chocolate, whatever, and it's amazing how they just light up over it. And you say, hey, great. All I would ask for in exchange would be 10 minutes of stage time, where I would have the opportunity to offer your audience a gift.